Well, first of all, Forrest, thanks for sitting down and talking with us today, being a part of this project. I know Jeremy, along with me, really appreciate you guys helping us out with this. So I know you've read the first article that we posted with the carp combs, and I kind of want to start with the point that he made from the get-go is that the unhoused and the homeless, the people on the streets, these are not the people that are really behind the violent crime increase that we've had in Bloomington. Those seem to be the people that community is very concerned about, but they don't seem to be the ones that we really have to worry about, at least with this violence stuff. Do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, most people experiencing homelessness aren't involved in crime at all, and are often, even if they are involved with crime, they're the victims of it. But most of the folks who are street homeless are incredibly disabled, and so they're not capable of any often really advanced crimes or really dangerous crimes. They often, if they are involved in crime at all, it's usually what I call nuisance crimes. So these are low-level, kind of annoying crimes like trespassing, like public intox, disorderly conduct, petty theft, small minor crimes which are, again, they're really annoying and have an impact on the way, but they're not what I would describe as a serious threat to the community.
In terms of being victims, that's what Carp said. What sort of do like the guys who stand on the corners asking for money? Do they become victimized for that? I mean, what sort of victims are the unhoused folks?
Well, I mean, a lot of them have things that are stolen. There's certainly a definite level of violence out there. There's sexual violence out there that can occur with folks who are on the streets, when those things happen, certainly those are pretty awful and horrible things that can occur, and sometimes the perpetrators are other people experiencing homelessness, and sometimes they're not. But it's pretty dangerous for them. Rarely does that danger spread out beyond the homeless community, but it can be very dangerous for them.
So how is the housing situation going these days? I mean, I know during the election there was some talk, well, there's plenty of shelters. It's not that we don't have enough places for people to stay. Is that still true?
I mean, I think generally speaking, our county has enough shelter. And that doesn't mean there aren't people who are street homeless. We do have a small percentage of people experiencing homelessness who live on the streets. And so that's a real thing. The big gap in our community right now is housing. It's finding a place to live, finding a safe place to live that'll accept, that you can move into and afford. And